Hello. Today I am going to be setting up 2 new districts for the game. So my mate is working on it, set up some levels, and I'm going to be going through and adding in the gameplay. So instead of blueprints, although there will be some, I'm sure, we'll be mostly sort of looking at actual level designs and level work, and actually just playing through them so you get an idea of what's coming in the main game. So this is all post-release, this is all content for the release, I should say. This is not in the demo, so what you're seeing here is a little taster of what's to come. So the first thing I need to do is go to the game state and change some settings so that I can easily unlock these extra districts. So let's change how much it costs to unlock these, and those are done. And then we've got the dungeon levels here. So what I might do as well is rename these. So I don't know what we decided to call them. I'll just come up with something for a goblin camp. So could call it Outskirts. Seems a bit less interesting than Waterwall and Lincolnshire. But let's just go with Outskirts for now. So we changed that. We changed the save name, although it is based on a row name. So that's the save slot there. We go to Worlds here, and we just put Outskirts in, and then we're going to call the last level just crypts. So I believe we have a new dungeon underscore something. So I'm just going to check that out. So let's have a look. We should have some maps in content, guards, maps. We've got dungeons, we've got goblin camp here. We've got the levels written here. There's all these guys. So we've got 3 arenas, 4 arenas, 2 corridors, 3 corridors, and a template. I don't know what template is. If I go to the goblin camp and then look at this, we've got a spawn room. Okay. PC King. Goblin Camp King. So that'll be the last level. Well, at least I can put that in. Minimum. That's the boss level here. So this is district missions, and then we've got Kingpin level for Outskirts. Oh, we've already got Kingpin Outskirts here. So we've got Kingpin Outskirts, and I didn't name the last district, so the last district is like Crypts, which is unfortunately Crypts for now. This is Impact 3. It's Impact 2 now. The level is GC underscore King. So that's that one. Then we should have another district, Crypt here. So we've got the terminal, 2 corridors, a cave, and an arena. An arena graveyard. So I don't think we have the mission for the last area. We'll just call this Crypts. Can I move this? It would be nice if I could. Maybe I can move this scorpion and just replace it. There we go. Now we've got these in order, which is nice. Crypts, we'll move this to Crypts here. We'll also set this to Crypts districts. And we'll change this to Crypts. What's the save name for this area? We've got Outskirts, we've got Outskirts here, and we've got Outskirts here. So those are all set up, at least in terms of the front end here. And the missions that you're going to do in these areas are we're going to be arresting specific targets. We're going to be doing some destruction of contraband. We're going to do defend area, but that's actually going to be the final mission. It's a wave-based mission. And we're also do rescue, because it's like, yeah, we'll always be having rescue, so do arrest, destroy. I think it's going to be the same in outskirts. We could also do collect evidence. Would be good, I think, in both of these as well. So just generally you get some extra missions in the full game. And then we've got these wave-based missions at the very end, which are these survival items. Okay, so it seems like I'm only able to do GC Kingpin here. We've got the Slum Hideout, which is the first district. We've got the outskirts, GC Kingpin, and then we've just got level tavern 2 here. So I'll leave crypts for now. We're just going to focus on setting up the gameplay for this one actually. This one still says Dungeon Goblin Camp, which is fine, because we do have Dungeon Goblin Camp. That is a thing that we can go to. Before we do that, what I'll have to do, actually, let's just hop over. So, well, we got this, and then I need to test it. Basically, I need to test it. So we've got spawn room. We've got, I can't remember actually. It's like dungeon flow underscore medium, I think we called it. We've got some graph grammars here. And so we basically just create this straight up. So we've got corridor and we've got arena. So that's what we're calling them. So this is an arena, this is a corridor. Those are set up good. We could probably keep them. See what happens. And then we just need to add a whole bunch more of them. So I'll move this over to the side while I do this. Because what we can do is we can say, okay, we've got these are all arenas. It's funny that it automatically calls it room, and we chose to just rename it to arena. So that's those two. Got another arena here. Just define that. Shooting range arena, that's pretty cool. Put that in. Now we've got some corridors. Broken bridge in. Didn't. We've got 2 bridge levels. We've got a dead forest corridor as well. And we should also have a terminal room. It doesn't seem like we have a terminal room here. So what I'll do for now, this is going to look really janky. We do have a terminal room for the crypt, so we'll just use that for now. I think we called it terminal, but I'm going to have to double check that. So, lower city, this is the city that is being shipped. They called it Terminator, which is hilarious. So we'll do that, and then we'll build this module cache. basically goes through all the levels, finds out the bounds of them. And then whilst we're in the Goblin Camp level now, we're doing the world in the dungeon settings, as we can see. We want randomize this and build it, and we can see it creates a quick level here. So that's looking cool. Some stuff you can do, some traps in here. It looks like there's a lot of markers already set up for me, so that's going to save a whole bunch of time. It looks like there's evidence, it looks like there's hostages, it looks like there's some stuff going on, and then we've got this. Randomly, we encounter a crypt at the end. A crypt that's incredibly dark. This crypt is probably not finished, so what I'll actually do for this is change that crypt. Let's destroy the area. Go to there needs to be some naming done here, because there's a Terminator Tavern and a Terminator Boarding House. We'll use this one. So we'll put that in there. Rebuild this module cache. And then we hit build again. This time we get a level that has some lighting inside of it, so that's great. I think the lighting inside of this Goblins level is not correct. Also, we've got this like spawn room here that just doesn't have all of the required stuff. It's like missing stuff. Also, it looks like these levels are quite short, so I think I might be using the wrong dungeon flow. This stuff with these downhill things is going to cause an issue, because we're going to be able to see all of this backdrop, so we might need to do some level changes, at least stick some taller rocks and stuff in. Yeah, super cool stuff. Yeah, and then we've got our little last level over here. Okay. One thing that needs to happen, at least for now, is that I need to change this spawn room with a working spawn room. So we've got a GC spawn room, which obviously isn't going to work, and we've got the LC spawn room. So we'll use that, build that cache, and we'll actually delete my test corridor from this cache as well. Build that. And one thing that I need to do in the dungeon flow, there's a little performance tester that you can do. Anyway, I don't think this is correct. It's creating 3 corridors, 2 arenas, and a Terminator. It runs the start rule, which is to create 3 corridors, 2 arenas, and a Terminator, and then it tries to Jankuary Arena Terminator, which at the moment is just like the last room. And it shoves a bunch of arenas in there, and then it runs this corridor 2 to 4 times where it adds a bunch of corridors. Anyway, so we've got this performance checker. We can come in here, we can pick goblins and hit play. We can see that it's always succeeding, so what we don't want is anything coming up on the right hand side here, because that means that the generator is not capable of actually creating that. So this is running on 300 tests, so it's basically telling us this is good to shoot. So let's randomize, destroy, build. So yeah, this is where our start will be, at least for now, and we'll have obviously a themed one soon. And then we start getting different corridors and rooms. So unfortunately, I don't actually know what corridors look like, so what would be better for now is to take the medium one, pop that open. This one is a corridor, just 2 arenas. Seems a little bit short. Okay, destroy, build. Fast spawn room. Computers up to the left. Just randomize this a few times just to check that we're good. This doesn't look right to me. I mean, I don't know because we didn't make them. I mean, we've still got that bloody tiny corridor in there actually. So something's going on there. I might have accidentally deleted one of the wrong corridors. I don't want this. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Well, we've got 8. We've got 8 rooms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, that seems like the wrong number of rooms. That's what I've actually done twice. Oh, we've got the Terminator here. Okay, so we've got 7 here now. Randomize, destroy, build. That's probably looking a little bit more like what we want, maybe. Pretty badass. Yeah, cool. So, what has this got? Is this an actual cat or is this? It is an actual cat. So it looks like there's plenty of gameplay in here, so my job is made a little bit easier already. The only thing I need to do is go into these modules and add in a couple of additional markers for a different type of mode. Another thing that I need to do, and I will do first, is take a copy to just open a different level. We need to essentially delete this goblin camp and just rename Lower Sea. another thing, I guess, because we've got this dungeon. Just double check the counts on here. We've got evidence, waves, which we're not using anymore. So, it's most of the stuff that the level actually does. It's the modules that matter. So, in this modules here, I've got these tagged to destroy, and so the idea is you go through and you're supposed to destroy all this stuff, but what I want is that this one is the collect evidence stuff. So what I need to do is take these and remove the fairy cage. Just replace it with the alchemy bench. So it's like sometimes you'll have all these alchemy benches around, and they're basically they got the crystals and they got the alchemy benches. They're actually cooking up the stuff. They're also cooking fairies to make a drug called myth. So in District 1 you find out about the sort of like the cook, and then you go find the cook. Okay. So that's good. It's all underneath this destroy objective, which is nice. Oh, there's a lot of destroy in here. Fair enough. Just leave it as is. Because I'm going to start just basically copy and pasting those. We've got to collect evidence, and so for this one it's not going to be narcotics, it's going to be the fairy crates. So this is the evidence that you're collecting. It's like this is against the wall, yeah. This is not good. And then we've got the other guys. Yep, so I'll save that, and then now what I'm going to do is bring over all my levels. So this is the levels tab over here. You can see it's like got some sub-levels in it. I can toggle them on and off, and the point of this is it allows me to put all the levels in here and sort of batch reproduce them. So we're going to take every level, drop them all in, hide them all, and now we've got this arsenal level that we can look into. So pretty cool level area. I am noticing that my skylight is messed up. And, oh, right. Yeah, well, my skylight's messed up, so let's fix that. Just make it easier for me to read the world. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it's a little bit washed out, I guess. Always lift the light up, so you can press Control L. It's really flat, but it's not like it's good, so don't worry about it too much. I've got my setup in GC Room, I think it was. Yeah, so we've got I think it's everything here. We've got the collect mission and we've got the destroy mission. I don't think there was another mission, but I'll just double check. In the outskirts we've got subdue, which is already set up, arrest targets, which happens naturally, destroy contraband, which I'm going to be setting up now, and this unique version of collect. Now actually he's probably put all the crates in, so I don't even need to worry about the fairies, I just need to go find all those collection crates. the only thing I actually need is these destructions. So we'll copy those. Like that. Double click. So the blue one is the one that you're editing. So make sure that you've double clicked on the level you want to edit. And press Ctrl V. And now I've got some pretty cool stuff going on. Don't seem to have a gizmo though. It's over here. So it's difficult to see the gizmo, but we do have a gizmo. So let's set up some destruction stuff. So, I'll bring chat up on my phone because this is going to be one of those kind of jobs where there ain't much that I need to say because I'm just going to be flying around. So maybe I can just talk to people if anyone's watching. Though apparently I don't seem to be able to see my video. No one's watching right now, so that's cool. Right. Just leave it there. You know, just in case, you know, anyone's watching and they're wondering what I'm doing, I'm building out levels for guards. It's a game that's coming to Next Fest next week. It's a 4-player co-op. You're playing as medieval guards. It's basically Skyrim SWAT team. You're the medieval guards in a city that's overrun by drugs, and your job is to basically clear out all the perps. You work together. It's very physics, very chaosy. There's tons of stuff that just transpires as you play. It's very like dynamic. There's a lot of silliness that occurs when you're playing this game. And what I'm doing right now is I'm setting up missions, so you can see like when I press G, this is just the arena, and then when I press G on the keyboard it shows me all the game elements. So these are all the enemies that can spawn. These are all these different types. There's hostages you might have to rescue, there's crates you might have to collect, and you have to bring them all back to your armoured personnel carrier that you sort of like barged in with. The idea is every time you play a mission, it's like a different series of objectives. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just setting up one of these objectives called Destroy. Just placing things around. In this objective as well, there's 2 things that you can destroy. There's the alchemy tables and the ore. The other thing is as well, like, if there's a destruction objective, it can't be this other objective, so I'm safe to place things around like this. So that's pretty cool. I've got a couple more. I've got this one to place somewhere as well. Place it near the tree, I guess. There is a guy pathing around, so I need to be cognizant of that. Let's go in here. Okay, so that does us for this level. So I can save that one, close it, open the next one, do the same thing again. Oh, this level looks cool. It's like a little that would have been cool as like its own module when it can happen, but it's got this extra area attached, so I do like it though, so let's do it. Oh yeah, so I've actually got an issue here. I didn't double click on this. I just said don't do that. Don't make mistakes. So I'll just move these all over here for now and start just placing them around. The reason they're flickering, by the way, is because there's a chance that it's one or the other. And apparently this one is always going to be it's always going to be this one if it picks this one. Is there actually an exit at the top here, or is this just like a dead end? There it is. You come in, you have to go up the hill, fight them, you have to come back down the hill and go to the next bit. That's kind of cool. That's interesting. So I'm basically turning this into the potential to be a sort of sweatshop for drugs. So all these alchemy tables, just gotta cook. Let's cook. Maybe it's the other way around. I haven't watched that show in a long time. That stuff set up. Might have a couple more in here. Just do I want some more? I don't know. No, I think it's fine. We'll save this one. Let's move on to the next. Control V. No, don't do that. Alright, so this is the dragon one. Exit here, exit over here. What we're going to do is change all of these to only be oil, because it's a difficult area to put tables in, and it doesn't really make sense to be tables either. So what I'll do is Control Z until I get them out of the level. So I think I've got them all selected right now. Delete all of this, so there's one, and it's or. There we go. We'll actually just fill this area with ore. So that'll be cool. In fact, I'll probably just delete all of them except one and just move them around. So let's do that. Dragon is a mythical creature, and so it's the mythical creature that creates the myth drug, and it's just a little bit of environmental storytelling. So we can just place these all up and down this dragon, and it will kind of work for the idea that nothing's going to things that's fun about the myth as well is when there's like a pile of them, you get progressively high, basically. The visual effect it takes on your screen, like this like double vision, just gets stronger and stronger the more of them you destroy. So having them stacked up like this a little bit is quite fun. It's quite nice. So where else could I put a few of these? About it as well, it's like not all of these get picked, by the way. So I'm kind of trusting in the system to say sometimes when you play this mission, all 4 of these will spot on and you have to destroy them to get through, but you know, the likelihood of that happening is pretty slim. Okay, so that's that level done. Maybe they are cooking. Maybe they're doing a little bit of cooking. But maybe let's just make them explicit. It'll be a little bit easier to design. So one's a bench and one's a wall. So let's place a couple of these around. These repops don't happen until you get a decent portion through the levels, so that's cool. So that goes there. Good. I'll do for this level. This one's being used. Yeah, this bridge level is pretty cool. So let's go with. I like the idea of blocking. So like, example, I will do right here, some more. There's just a bunch of ore blocking your way. I also like the idea that in this dangerous area down here there's a bunch of ore. This area's got spike pits all through it. because of the way that the level generation works, it's again like it's random which ones get picked. So it's not always that you're going to have these blocked, but you know when they do, it's like, oh, I feel good because I feel like a smart player because I cleared the area, I cleared the way. I try to tend not to stick these in corners because I'm not trying to make a hide and seek where like this is hidden in here and it's really difficult to find, but it does add an element of gameplay. It is just annoying when you're like running through the world and you're like, is the game broken? Did it not give me the number of things that I required to finish? What's going on? Plus, the other designer has put a hostage down here, so that's what we're going to do. I should really make a hostage that's actually a fairy, but that's one for another day. Okay. A couple more cook benches. Over here. Side, yeah, why not? It's like more power to you when it's variation, right? So it's like there's only gonna be like 15 of them or 20 of them, but you know, every single game it's just a little bit of spice. A little bit of spice, a little bit of variety. Spice. Alright, so that'll do it. That's all good. Next one. It's same level. Is that not the same level? Am I going crazy? Oh, this one's got a wibbly wobbly bridge. This one doesn't. Sure, I'm gonna not worry about it too much. It's obviously not the same level because it's still fit in the same place. One of the things I need to do is go back through and actually place pickaxes all over the place because you can only break the big orb with pickaxes. So I need to actually give the player the capability of doing that job. So I'll go through and do a pickaxe pass after this. Same again with the ore blockers over here. Seems reasonable. There's a whole bunch of stuff we could do with this game. Like one of the things definitely that keeps coming up is like having a dungeon where you need to take a torch through it to get through it, and you know when you hear someone like an enemy shouting like, "Hey, guards." See them all. It's just this free gameplay, it's free tension. It's what I expect. Okay, so that's that level. Again, this is a forest where it's only going to be ore, so it's all good. Actually, there are some tables around, but I kind of prefer the idea that this is just ore. So there's a little path over here. Let's just path in between these 3 points. So let's just make sure. I can just trap this goblin inside 3 of these. There is a chance, because the enemies are randomized as well, but there is still a chance that under some blue moon shit that this guy literally spawns inside those 3, which I find quite fun. It's like, even if he's janked out a bit, you're like, oh, he's like floating. It's like, yeah, well, he's trapped inside the bricks. Yeah, I've got this little motif going on where I'm placing these around trees and stuff. I kind of like the idea that all grows where myth is kind of prevalent. So yeah, mythical things. So like these mega trees, or they used to be good, but they're dead now. I don't know. Something going on in my head here in regards to the reasoning behind this, I guess. So some more of these over here, just sort of tucked. So the next pass is to go through and drop pickaxes everywhere. Because we're always going to need pickaxes, basically. In fact, what I might do is I could give the goblins pickaxes, it would make sense. Let's do that. So the goblin fighter has the chance in his inventory to have a club or a pickaxe. That pickaxe, if I remember correctly, is a deadly heavy weapon. Kind of changes the gameplay for that guy, actually, which is not the best idea. So what we might do instead is actually duplicate the runner. No, we'll duplicate the fire. So we'll duplicate the fire, and we'll call this guy the Goblin Miner. He definitely has a pickaxe, and his appearance is that of a runner. And what I can do is I've got a little tool, attachments. So what I can do is run this utility. Gives me this utility over here. I say this is the guy. Oh, so I can do it. Yeah. What we can do is set this guy up to be the Goblin Miner, and we can get that attachments tool. Click on this guy. Click on here. He's got a little armor piece right now, but what we're going to do is change that to I think it's just going to be like a miner's backpack. I just need to see. He needs like a bag, basically. says bag large. Yeah. What I'm gonna do is, which guy was it? I think it was this guy. He's gonna have basically like trying to say like it's bags of gem dust or something. He's just got like attached to his hips. Yeah, and see how that's got like a little pickaxe on the back of it. Was there a bag that I was missing? But would have worked good. Oh my god, there's a cabbage prop. Been wanting to put a cabbage in the game. Just everywhere there's a store that's just like got cabbages in it. So to make this really obvious, I'm just going to make this thing bigger. Oh, I don't like that it's got a beer mug attached to it. That's blinking annoying. Just wanted the pickaxe, really. That's a shame. Guess I'm just going to have to deal with that issue. Another thing, this bag. I've been thinking about this while I've been building this, and I was like putting it off, but like no, let's do it. This bag should have a crystal sticking out of it. So it's like, oh yeah, it's definitely the bag that's full of crystals. Because I can merge these down into a single asset. So the idea is they're just sticking out the top of this bag that he's got. Doesn't need to be too precise, because it's just like this. You're going to see it for all of like 3 seconds while you beat into a pulp. So anyway, he's got these. This is his little ore pouch. Although they do all need to be stuck away from his pelvis, so they do need to be more like this, I suppose. Welcome to anyone who's just joined. It's a game called Guards. It's coming out next month, and I'm just building out a district for combat where you go and destroy all these crystals that these guys are farming to make drugs. And your guards in a medieval city, you play a co-op with your friends, and it's all chaos and smashing and whomping. Check out the links in the description if you want to see what that's all about. So I'm going to merge these actors down. Yeah, we've got this tool here. Click go to guards, meshes, just make SM_ore bag. Now, delete this, bring this in. Now we've actually got the little ore bag, which we can put on this guy's hips instead of this other one. And that just tells the story a little bit better. Except from this side, apparently from this side it doesn't tell the story at all. Maybe it has only the one. That way it's a little bit cheaper as well, and maybe he doesn't have a backpack. I would put a pickaxe on his back, but it would look as if you could pick it up, which you cannot. So maybe I'll just give him a bigger backpack. So then what you do with the tool is you pick this guy, you do set socket from nearest bone. Oh, have I done it on the wrong guy? Pretty sure I did this correctly. Why aren't you working anymore? It is going to let me pick this polygon though. It's not going to let me pick it. What I'm going to do quickly is cut this, save everything, file, open level, and it's just like test something. Test out. Oh no, that was a separate test. There we go. Something about levels going on there, so I'll have to double check that in a bit. Okay, so I click this, I select this, I click on this guy, I say set from nearest socket, it's the lower arm, which I don't want, so we kind of want to just fill this, I guess. Copy this, just add it to our data table for attachments. So we've got two attachments here, we've got ore bag, bag 1, I guess. Let's pull this, let's paste that in there, duplicate it, grab the other one, copy that, paste it here, delete this now, and go to his setup. So down here, we're going to have 2 rows, and this will be bag 1 and 2. 1, 2. And so this guy, he has a pickaxe. He's a runner, so he's gonna run at you. This guy's little ore bags on him as well. Don't think this gym has. So we make the dungeon models for the goblin camp.
Perfect.
So I was in here and I was thinking, you know what would be cool? It'd be cool if these guys could be. They've got a lot of rows that they can be. I'm just going to add one more. It's going to be 3 chances to be this guy, which it didn't enjoy because I haven't finished editing it yet. Minor, cool. How many chances are there for fighter? Just 2. Just 2. There's 3 chances for this guy. That's concerning. I'm not ever seeing that guy. Oh, it might be the case actually that attachments don't actually happen on the preview. So that's cool. Then all I need to do is grab all these enemies and wait, no, I need to do one more thing, which is to copy this data set and stick it on all the enemies. So now their random data table rows include miners. And that means at least there's a chance that you'll get a pickaxe, but what I need to do is make sure that you can frequently get a pickaxe. So I'm just going to find places to place pickaxes. Like this. And honestly, ideally, let's do this one pass at a time. So what I'm actually going to do is, because I want this to be obvious to the player where, oh, I need a pickaxe. So it's actually going to be on a weapon rack that I place into the game. And so anytime you're looking for a pickaxe, look for a weapon rack. That will give you what you need. So let's go back to the past. Got these enemy markers. Please don't be set up. We'll just go through every level. They only take 2 hits to knock out as well, it's just they do heavy attacks. It's the only interesting variant. It's a fast heavy. I've got my little room that I originated with. Escorts, we've got evidences, and we've got an enemy group. Cool thing about this enemy group is we're not using it. Doesn't work with the generator levels. Yeah, basically it's all things underneath it. Okay, so we can save everything. And then we're going to go all the way back to the arsenal. We're going to put a weapon rack in. Yeah, cool. So it's either that one's not as cool. These ones are very human-y. This is cool. This is cool, because... Is it cool? I don't know, maybe you can't spot it from a distance, but... Well, the silhouette would be like the pickaxes, whereas this, yeah, you might lose it. And this is cool, it's like you'd deploy these. So let's get the pickaxe. Drop that in. The goal was that the player can kind of find these pickaxes. These little pickaxe things. So what I'm going to attempt to perform is a mode into a blueprint actor of this. See how well that goes. Generate an actor. If you know what would be easier, I'll just make the actor. So where the pickaxe lives, I'll just make a new blueprint. BP it's just pickaxe rack. Put that in the world. Open it up. Grab this mesh. Pop it in. These 3, well, actually, it's just one of them. And just start building this in a blueprint instead, so that we have it as basically a prefab. And this is always going to have 3 of these little weapons on it. Okay, so that's that sort of vibe. Yep. And then the reason I wanted it to be an actor is because now I can just place it in the levels without worrying about messing stuff up. And then I've got this light here as well that just doesn't cast shadows. It's going to be a really small light in terms of attenuation. It's going to be just like 100 units. It's just going to cast around itself. It's going to have a source radius that's a little bit larger so that it colours itself in. Should be 100. So that would be cool. And then maybe I'll move that up. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then, well, maybe yeah, something like this. And then it just means that it gets some light. Because if it doesn't, then it's not good. Because you still can't see it regardless. Okay, so that's kind of powerful, but we'll also give it a bit of a colour. So it's going to be coloured a little bit like the ore, because that's going to help create that association. So we'll do something that stands out in the colour scheme of the game as well, which is purple, which we tend to use for like objectives and things. And it's just a question like, well, where's that purple glow actually coming from? So what we'll do to address that is we'll add a couple of static meshes. That'll be some more pieces. Or at least that's the idea. It always glowing. If that's actually how it comes off, I don't know. Is it? I don't know. Probably not. Now we've got this slightly easy to spot dude. So even at night time it would be like, oh yeah, the pickaxes are over there. So then it's just a case of putting these around the world a little bit. So in this map we'll stick I guess the issue with this mission type is that you can literally just throw the pickaxes out of the world, but it's kind of you, the players, did that, if that's the case, and I'm kind of like, well, maybe you shouldn't have done that, and then maybe you would still have some pickaxes. So yeah, two a level, I think, is enough, 6 per room. Heavy weapons are kind of horrible to use in combat anyway. There's just so many of these, I'm just going to do one per ring. So yeah, this is the level that made me realise, oh yeah, I'm going to need pickaxes. So they can go there. Save all. Alright, so that's like a majority of the stuff set up. I would say. You know what? This could actually go by the cat. It looks like something that you would like have brought with you and deployed from the cat. So we'll do that. That looks cool. Was there anything else? No, I think that was pretty much it. So let's just go back to Dungeon Goblin Camp. And just make sure I'm one player standalone for now. Play. See how much it breaks. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to change all the evidence to fairies. Okay, so... These guys are literally a room of archers. I've never seen that before. Maybe I changed the frequency of the wrong thing. You're having a bit of a problem, aren't it's giving me guard, which means it improves guard. Essentially. Yep, it's got guard, so let's just have a look at that for all melee weapons. guard, so what I need to double check is we're just not allowed to remove anything that has. Yeah, you shouldn't be allowed to remove guard. Because I can test that now here as well, because there's a debug ability system or something. Debug for me, and then well, where's my abilities? Oh yeah, because you got to select next category. So where's that? It's like ability system next category. It's not showing me the game. There we go. So we've got guard, it's active, and then if I pick up an item, it's still active. So it hasn't been removed. Status.debt times 1, gameplay queue voice, that's pretty cool. It's waiting for me to release. Well, I mean, this is a different way of fixing it, but basically, I can just say I block abilities with the tag interact. Oh, apparently that doesn't have a tag. GAM.interact. This ability has the tag ability. Oh no, here you go. I don't even need to do that. I can just say it's blocked if you are guarding, or if you are shielded. And that'll just stop me getting into that dumbass. So yeah, I cannot interact. Although it does tell me that I can interact, so maybe that is what I could do is I could say cancel abilities with tag, guarding, shielding. It means you'd have to right click again. Yep, there we go, fixed. Okay, back to actually testing the game, because that's what we're here for. Modules, actually, because I want to change everything to fairies. Okay, so we've got this outline in here which has evidence, destruction. Oh shit. Don't tell me. Oh, okay. There. Whew. That makes life easier. Evidence. Evidence is not narcotics. Evidence is ferrets. And there's another thing I need to make today, which is like another half an hour to do this, but it's like a little stake in the ground that tells you at the beginning of the round what you're supposed to be looking for. Okay, cool. So I've just got to go through all the levels and do that. Let's just do that. The idea of the story is basically like you start off as medieval cops in sort of like the lower city doing your regular patrols, and you come across this like new drug, and it leads you to like you follow the trail. They've got these hostages for some reason as well. So yeah, you're SWAT teaming through the world, and you're saving hostages, and you're also like gathering evidence about these crates, and you're trying to figure out like, so why is that not letting me do that? Yeah, so you're going through the world, you're finding these crates. That leads you to what the hell? Oh, I see what I've just done. I see the error of my ways. I just moved all the evidence. I need to move all of the destroy stuff. There we go. Yeah, that leads you to this goblin camp, and then at this goblin camp you find what they've been doing, and they've been farming up crystals and stuff to make these drugs, and they've got these fairies as well that are killing. So you got to save these guys. I'll make sure that these aren't overlapping too much as well. Which means that the original level actually had all these overlapping, which is not good. Anyway. Dragon level. Yeah, once you've been to this area and you've collected. What's going on with? Why is there so many destroy folders? I see. This one just doesn't have a gameplay folder. Let's do that right now. Gameplay. Oh great, I added it to the wrong place. Oh, now there's a gameplay folder. There's a destroy folder in there as well. Alright, I've got to figure out what's going on. This is really bugging me. Right, there's gameplay, there's destroy. Let's get rid of that folder. Don't need it. This folder has a destroy folder with nothing in it. So what's going on there? Did I break it? No. There's loads of destroy stuff. They're all in this escort folder. So I put that in that folder. Now I've got an escort folder with destroy folder that can go away. Okay, let's just save everything. Okay, this level has a destroy folder. Get rid of that one. This destroy folder has stuff in it. That goes in there. This one looks like it's set up correctly. Gameplay, destroy. Cool. That one's set up correctly. like how it's called Big Camp, but it's got the least amount of like description. There's an absolute buttload of narcotics there, which are now going to be fairies. Pretty cool. Getting close to testing. Just running through, doing tests. I'm gonna make a bunch of extra ore. So I'm gonna make a bunch of ore just going up this hill, I think. Quite cool. Yeah, so you find out about all these various deeds, cooking up fairies into drugs, and then after you collect all that evidence, you find out that they've been summoned from the Fae realm. You go to the skeleton area where they're summoning all these Fae, and you defeat the kingpin. It's like several happy days. Wrapped up story. Told through like environmental storytelling, no actual narrative. It's just there for players to chew on if they want. Awesome. Okay, so now.
Perfect.
Okay. 3 hostages. Here we go. I got this. Because I've got infinite health. There we go. Hostage down there. Oh, this doesn't exist. The archers are... I think I messed something up with the... numbers. To get this hostage out. Okay. Okay. That was... I was like, wait a minute, this is impossible. Massive deja vu, which is pretty cool. Deja vu is good sometimes. Why have you got so much health? Oh, he's a fighter, isn't he? Okay, well, at least we're getting pickaxes, which is good news. We're also getting pickaxes from these things. Might not need them. Oh, there's... Wait, whoa! Oh, Jesus. Here. Alright. Yeah, there's just like pickaxes everywhere. So far, I haven't needed to use the pickaxe thing that I made. Also haven't found a hostage. Oh, one hostage always spawns in the last room. I'll send this picture. Oh. Where is it? Hello. So this isn't geometry. Huh. It's not physics. Usually they're supposed to walk through those. Oh, there's one. Like I say, the pickaxe is really not best with Ah! You are the first follower I've seen. Oh, I killed him. can't even see it. So. This isn't going to be fun. We'll see what happens. Circle's not in the same place as the other circle. To fix that. Cool, so I got a lot of gold. I've got a lot of gold. I've got 1700. For one mission. Alright, so now you go back here, you say I want to play, and apparently that's the wrong word, and also the costs are wrong, and also need to turn the demo thing off. But it is 6 o'clock, it's dinner time. The setup is done, it's just a bunch of testing. We've got a couple of hours and then we're going to play it. So, yeah. Now I know what is involved when I go to the crypt map. Good stuff.